many Christians get to say they've been ripped apart by Arn Roth for like 20 minutes on a video.
Yeah.
It's almost like when Dr. Price when Arn was talking about the guy who wrote a book about him. It's like it's flattering that somebody had to go to went to this feat to do it. Now, James, you can go back to the group tomorrow and say, "Hey, I got ripped my ass got ripped apart by Arn Ra."
Oh, he's dressed like Johnny Depp. He'll get cancelled in about a week anyway.
Yeah, I'm not as
Speaking of,
vain.
can James answer that question pertaining to what Jesus actually said? Like, what do you believe about what Jesus said pertaining to slavery?
So, you're referring to the slaves obey your masters?
Even the cruel ones.
So my interpretation of that text is that at the time, Jesus was not there to overthrow the government and overthrow the whole system. Jesus was literally starting his ministry. So from that particular moment when the overthrow and everything happened, it happened later, Pentecost. And then you can even see early writings within the... So my New Testament, which text is that I hear myself talking. Jesus was not there to overthrow the government and overthrow the whole system.
Josh, you need
Jesus was literally starting his ministry.
1 second.
So from that, I'm not that
I'm
good
still
that
listening.
I need to hear it play by play as I'm going. So then I look at Paul, and Paul wrote a letter to a slave master and telling the slave master that you should do what you ought to do and have him back as a brother. So I have a different interpretation than some people do. And I have a different interpretation than some of my atheist friends get from evilbible.com.
Is that a website? I need to check that out.
It is. And actually, when I get an atheist who pastes me those, I completely understand that you're not really wanting to talk.
I just think it's a really poor excuse that the man who can walk on water is going to woe in place and be impeded by politics and government. I think that's sort of a silly argument.
Well, you have to know why he came and that he came to die on the cross, and that was his purpose.
Well, and to give us truth, right?
Yeah, I never got a
So
single
it is okay
explanation of
to
that.
tell people it is okay to tell slaves to obey their masters. Is
So-
essentially the gist of that.
So with when you're working within a group of people in a time and slavery is prevalent, and for a lot of cases this is their means of income, sadly, it's hard to just upheave a whole entire society if you're about to do a greater upheaval on the cross when Jesus Christ died.